Chad Jackson with you here at Pirate Field, hopefully for good, as we hope we have sorted out our technical issues. We are in the top of the second inning. The score is 2-0 Armstrong. And there is one out here in the second. Chandler Hall delivers a pitch to Andrew Gordon, grounded to short. Alex Frederick throws on to first, and that will retire the side. We will go to the bottom of the second. Hopefully we'll be with you in the bottom of the second as the Pirates lead it 2-0 over the Saints. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Armstrong leads North Georgia 2-0. Mike Barnhill, the 9-hole hitter, leads things off against Blake Hobby, and he looks at a pitch right over the plate for a strike. The Pirates plated 2 runs in the first inning, a RBI single by Alex Frederick, as there's a fly ball into center field. Running back and making the catch is the center fielder, Terrell Jones, for out number 1. The Pirates also got a bases loaded hit batter, as Chris Zitrower was hit by a Blake Hobby pitch with the bases full of Pirates, and that is how the 2 runs have scored for Armstrong in the first inning. As Casey Maloney steps in, he looks at a pitch low for a ball, making it a 1-0 count. Maloney singled and scored the first run of the game in the first. Swing and a chop foul at the plate makes it 1-1. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Pirates. No runs, 1 hit for North Georgia, who comes in ranked 15th in Division II as of the latest collegiate baseball top 25 poll. 1-1 pitch is upstairs to Maloney. And it's now 2-1. 2-1 pitch lined into center field, and that's going to be a base hit. So Casey Maloney is 2 for 2. And the Pirates have a 1-out base runner for Zach Taylor.
Number 12, Zach Taylor.
Taylor drew a walk from Hobby in the first, and then was raced on a fielder's choice. Taylor, the Pirates' left fielder, leading the team in hitting. Throw down to second is not in time, as the catcher for North Georgia, Spivey, had to double clutch it before he could throw down. So Maloney has the stolen base, and he is now in scoring position. The 0-1 pitch, grounded to first. Matthew Black will underhand it to the pitcher, Hobby. Moving to third on the play is Maloney, And it brings up Drew Walker.
Now batting for the Pirates, the third baseman, number 31, Drew Walker.
Walker reached on a fielder's choice in the first, so he's 0 for 1 in the game today. Came into today hitting .304 with 10 runs driven in. A senior from Ringgold, Georgia, batting in the 3 spot today. Pirates are a little short-handed in the weekend series today. John Roberts, who has not played for 2 weeks, still probably about a week away from playing, and Clayton Miller, who was the backup catcher to John Roberts, injured his hamstring last week. He is unavailable this weekend. High chopper to second. Throw to first is in time, and that will retire the side. Pirates get a hit, but nothing else. We go to the top of the third, 2-0 Armstrong. Derek Hooper leads off the third inning for North Georgia. He'll be followed by Eason Spivey and Jordan Arisman as Hooper shows bunt but takes the pitch high for a ball. Hooper hitting .250 with 8 runs driven in. Takes another pitch that is called a ball, and it's now 2-0. Swinging a foul ball, and that's going to get out of play. And it's 2-1. Two-one delivery from Chandler Hall, high and outside. And it's 3-1. Again, North Georgia and Armstrong both 11-5 overall coming into today's contest. Fly ball into center field, drifting back is Maloney, and he will make the grab for out number one.
The catcher, number 10, Eason Spivey.
So with one down, Eason Spivey, the catcher, at the plate. He looks at a changeup right over the plate for a strike. Spivey, 204 average, 11 hits and 54 at-bats. Does have 4 homers and, 4 doubles and a homer, as there is a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a infield hit. It was a nice job by Barnhill just to keep it from going out to the outfield.
Jordan Arisman.
but play cannot be made at first, so it's a 1-out hit for the Saints. And we go back to the top of the order for Jordan Arisman, who holds the other hit of the game for North Georgia. Arisman shows bunt, takes the pitch for ball 1. Arisman came into today hitting .319. Second best on the squad, as that pitch is low for a ball. 2-0 count on the leadoff hitter for North Georgia, Jordan Arisman, facing Chandler Hall, the senior lefty for the Pirates. Ground ball to third, off the glove of Walker, and that is going to be another infield hit for the Saints.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2, Kenny Bellavance.
So back-to-back infield singles. And it brings up Kenny Bellavance, 1 out in the inning, 2 on, and a 2-0 Armstrong lead. First pitch swinging, ground ball to third. They'll go to second for 1, on to first, and they will not throw to first. So the fielder's choice will erase Arisman.
Up to bat, the center fielder, number 26, Terrell Jones.
So runners at the corners now with 2 down. For Terrell Jones, who grounded out to short his first time up. Hall checks the runner, delivers a pitch, and that is high for a ball. Fastball right over the plate for a strike, and it's 1-1. Quick throw over to first, but Bellavance back to the bag. Nothing. Armstrong leads, top of the third, and now Cody Rushing wants to talk things over with Chandler Hall. The redshirt freshman catcher being pressed into service this weekend, again because of the injuries to both John Roberts and Clayton Miller. In fact, we expect to see Richie Anderson catching game 2 of the doubleheader today. Hall's 1-1 pitch is a little high, and it's 2-1 now to Jones. The 2-1 pitch is low, and it's now 3-1 to Terrell Jones. The 3-1 fastball is a strike on the inside corner, and so the count is now full. Chandler Hall doesn't like the sign. He wants a new pitch from Rushing. So he steps off the rubber. And now he will deliver the 3-2 pitch, and it's high, ball 4. So the Pirates loaded the bases in the bottom of the first, and the Saints have now loaded the bases in the top of the third, and it brings up the first baseman, Matthew Black. Black grounded out to third his first time up. He pops this one up, foul territory, giving chases Zitrauer, and he will make the grab for the final out of the inning in foul territory, and that will end the threat for the Saints. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Armstrong. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Alex Frederick leads off the bottom of the third inning. He'll be followed by R.J. Dennard and Chris Zitrauer. Frederick looks at another strike, and it's now 0-2 to Frederick, who singled in the first run of the ball game for the Pirates in the first. Pirates had runners at first and third. And he drove a single up the middle. This one off the pitcher. Hobby scrambles, throws to first in time. So a very athletic play by Hobby to pick up that hard hit ball off of Frederick. And it brings up R.J. Dennard. Dennard, the Peach Belt Conference's freshman of the week this week, hit .713 in the weekend series against Georgia Southwestern. He fouls off the first pitch here for strike one. And Dennard had 2 hits and 2 RBIs in the Pirates' 9-5 win over Urbana on Wednesday, the Pirates' only game of the midweek. Change-up is right over the plate, and Hobby is quickly ahead of Dennard, 0-2. 0-2 pitch down in the dirt, taken for a ball. And now the 1-2 pitch. Lined into right. This one's carrying, and this one is off the fence. Dennard will pull up into second base with an 1-out double. And the Pirates have a runner in scoring position.
For the Pirates, the first baseman, number 23, Chris Zitrower.
For Chris Zitrower, Zitrower singled off the pitcher in the first inning. He grounds this one to second. This will move the runner to third as Zitrower is out 4-3. Dennard now on third base. And it brings up Cody Powell.
Now batting for the Pirates.
Powell was on base as at the plate when the bases were loaded, and he was hit by a pitch, bringing in the second run of the game. And the first pitch is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, and that's lifted to deep left. This one is carrying, and this one is inside the line for a RBI double. And the Pirates now lead it 3-0 on the RBI double by Cody Powell.
Now batting for the Pirates, the catcher, number 4, Cody Rushing.
So 2 runs for the Pirates in the first, now 1 in the third. And Cody Rushing will come to the plate. Rushing fouled out to first in the first. And the first pitch is right over the plate, but called a ball. One 1-0 pitch is low and away, and it's 2-0. 3 runs now on 6 hits for the Pirates as they lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. And the 2-0 pitch is a strike. Some activity starting down in the North Georgia bullpen. Looks like number 15, Matt Smith, is going to begin to loosen up. The 2-1 pitch is low, and it's now 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is a strike, making it 3-2. Cody Powell on a second, his RBI double has made it a 3-0 Armstrong advantage. 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. Rushing 2 for 8 coming into the game. This is just his second start of the year. A double, 4 runs driven in for the redshirt freshman from Richmond Hill, Georgia. And time called by Rushing with the full count on Blake Hobby. The starter for North Georgia came into today 3-0 with a 2.86 earned run average. Line drive and a right. This is tailing, and this will get all the way to the fence. Rushing is going to stop at second. It will be an RBI double for Rushing, and it's now 4-0 Armstrong.
Now batting for the Pirates, the second baseman, number 17.
So 3 doubles in the inning by R.J. Dennard, Cody Powell, and now Cody Rushing. And it's now 4-0 Pirates as Mike Barnhill will bat. Barnhill flew out to center field his first time up, and he looks at a pitch low for a ball. 2-0 pitch low for a ball. And it's 2-0, and the catcher, Spivey, wants to talk things over with Hobby here. Now the 2-0 pitch is a strike at the knees, making it 2-1. Again, game one of our doubleheader today between the Pirates and the Saints. Game 3 tomorrow at 1 p.m. here at Pirate Field. 2-1 pitch, grounded foul down the third base side. And it's 2-2. Rushing leads away from second. The 2-2 pitch to Barnhill popped up in foul territory. The first baseman, Black, will not be able to chase it down as it falls out of play. So a good battle here between Barnhill and Blake Hobby. Barnhill trying to deliver an RBI, 2 runs in the inning for the Pirates. Here in the bottom of the third, Pirates scored 2 in the bottom of the first. It is 4-0 Armstrong. The pitch from Hobby, poked into center field. That is a base hit. Rounding third is Rushing. He is going to try and score. The throw, the plate is cut off by the first baseman. So Rushing scores, and it's now 5-0. So 3 straight hits for the Pirates result in 3 runs. And we're going to get a visit to the mound by the head coach for North Georgia, Tom Cantrell, as the Pirates have knocked Blake Hobby out of this game. And we're going to have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about him when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. The new pitcher for North Georgia is senior right-hander Matt Smith, 6 foot 196 pounder from Marietta, Georgia, Kell High School product. And he faces Casey Maloney with a runner at first, 2 out, 3 runs in. And he delivers a first pitch strike to Maloney, who is 2 for 2 in this game with a pair of singles. This is Smith's 4th appearance of the season. He's 0-1 with a save. 2 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run. He's walked 1, struck out 2 for a .386 earned run average. And he replaces Hobby, who went 2 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, walked 1, struck out 1. And the runner on first base is his responsibility. Fastball popped up by Maloney, foul, out of play behind the North Georgia dugout. And so the count moves to 1-2. So the 1-2 delivery from the reliever Smith, runner goes. It's a hit and run, and a fly ball into center field will be caught by Jones, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates plate 3, and we head to the top of the 4th inning. It's 5-0 Armstrong. We move to the top of the 4th inning. Travis Narain, the designated hitter, will be followed by Dustin Carpenter and Andrew Gordon facing Chandler Hall. Narain flew out to right his first time up, and Chandler Hall's first pitch is inside for a ball. Pirate baseball team hosting North Georgia this weekend in conference action. The Armstrong softball team, currently ranked 8th in the country, they are in Florence, South Carolina at the FMU Patriot Invitational. As a ground ball to short off the bat and reins, picked up by Alex Frederick. He'll throw on to first. And there's one away. The Pirates are facing number 19 ranked Bloomsburg twice this weekend. They are also playing against Fairmont State and Queens, and then the Pirates will travel to Charlotte to take on Queens in a doubleheader on Monday. Chandler Hall's first pitch to the shortstop Dustin Carpenter, low for a ball. Carpenter grounded out to second base his first time up. Carpenter came into the game inning 291 for North Georgia, home run, 11 runs driven in. Of course, the Pirate softball team will have the big showdown with number 2 ranked North Georgia on Thursday. Long throw to first will not be made. It's going to be an infield hit for for Carpenter.
Up to bat, the right fielder, number 18, Andrew Gordon.
And so a 1-out base runner for the Saints for Andrew Gordon, the right fielder. pops this one up into right. Drifting back is Powell, and he will make the running catch for out number 2.
Up to bat, the second baseman, number 1, Derek Cooper.
So with 2 down, Derek Hooper, the second baseman, will step to the plate. Junior from Sharpsburg, Georgia. Tries to bunt his way on, bunted to Hall. He'll throw to first in time, and that will retire the side. North Georgia gets a hit, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Armstrong. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Armstrong leads North Georgia 5-0. And for the Pirates, Zach Taylor, Drew Walker, and Alex Frederick
The left fielder, number 12, Zach
to face reliever Matt Smith. Who came in relief of Blake Hobby in the 3rd inning and retired Casey Maloney on a fly ball out. So Taylor steps in 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch from Smith is right over the plate for a strike. Smith with a different delivery than Hobby. Hobby comes from the side 3/4, and Smith over the top as his fastball is fouled off by Taylor, making it 0-2. Smith went to the same high school as Armstrong senior Chris Bass, Kell High School. Of course, Bass, the senior, rehabbing his shoulder surgery. We are hoping that he'll be available later this month. As a topped ground ball is going to be a fair ball. And Taylor thought it was foul, so he never started running. It'll end up going as a 2-1-3 ground out because it hit off the catcher Spivey. And the pitcher Smith able to pick it up and throw on to first easily. And that is the first out of the inning. So Taylor penalized there for not running out the ball. Anytime they tell you, even down in Little League, if you hit it, go ahead and run it out. And if that had been the case there, Taylor probably would be on first with a leadoff single. But Drew Walker will now step in. He takes a couple of pitches outside the strike zone from Smith. Walker reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first, grounded out to second in the second. The 2-0 pitch, fastball popped up, foul. And it's now 2-1. 2-1 delivery from Smith. Again popped up. Foul territory. And almost hits the car that is illegally parked over on the right side of the field, and now the driver's getting smart, and looks like he's going to pull away. Yes, there is a reason we say no parking in that spot of Pirate Field. The 2-2 pitch to Walker is in the dirt, and it's now 3-2. So the full count delivery from Smith to Walker is outside, ball 4, and Drew Walker trots down to first base. Team leading 18th walk of the year for Drew, and it brings up Alex Frederick, who delivered the first run of the game with a single in the first. 1 for 2 in this game, came in today hitting .387, team high 8 doubles, a homer, 13 runs driven in. First pitch is in the dirt and gets away from the catcher Spivey, so a wild pitch will move Walker to second. He is now in scoring position. And gives Alex Frederick an RBI opportunity here. Frederick, the senior from Baltimore, having an outstanding senior season so far for the Pirates. That pitch is high, and it's 2-0 now. And the 2-0 pitch is at the letters for called strike 1. Last time these two teams met in the regular season, it was 2009 in Dahlonega. North Georgia won 2 of 3 from the Pirates in real high-scoring games. The one game that the Pirates did win was 14-12. With the two teams being on the opposite sides of the Peach Belt divisions. Line drive down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Walker will score without a throw, and Alex Frederick is going to pull up into second base with his team-leading 9th double of the year. And it is now 6-0.
Up to bat for the Pirates, the designated hitter, number 32, R.J. Denner.
So 4 doubles for the Pirates in the game. 3 of them have driven home runs, and now R.J. Dennard, who has a double in his last at-bat, is going to step to the plate. Dennard is 1 for 2, and more activity in the North Georgia bullpen as number 42, Cody Klickner, will start to warm up. Dennard looks at a strike from Matt Smith, and it's 0-1. Curveball, good pitch by Smith there, because that's right over the plate, and it's now 0-2. 2 runs for the Pirates in the first inning, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth. And the Pirates still batting here in the fourth. Fastball outside, snap throw down to second base, but Frederick did not stray too far from the bag. He is back safely. Runner goes on the breaking ball, throw down to third, not in time. Great jump by Frederick as he steals third. And that is Alex's 5th steal of the season. It will bring the infield in now because with less than 2 outs and a runner on third, North Georgia wants to try and cut down the runner at the plate. And this one is popped foul and down the left field line, but they will not catch up to it as it falls for a foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Armstrong leading at 6-0. R.J. Dennard trying to drive in another run for the Pirates with Alex Frederick at third and only 1 out. The 2-2 pitch from Smith. Popped foul, out of play again. The 2-2 delivery from Smith popped up in the infield. This will be caught by the second baseman, Derek Hooper. So a big out there for the Saints because now the infield can go back to its regular depth. And it'll bring up Chris Zitrower, who is 1 for 2 with a single. Smith's first pitch high for a ball. And it's 1-0 to Chris, the redshirt junior from Guyton, South Effingham High School product. Pitch is a strike, and it's now 1-1. Chris came into today hitting .256. Homer and 5 runs driven in. Missed some time with a hamstring issue earlier. Just working his way back into playing shape as he takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. And with his increased health, his average starting to climb a bit as he really struggled the first couple of weeks of the season. 2-1 fastball fouled off. That'll get out of play. And it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Smith stays high, and it's 3-2. Alex Frederick leads off from third. Full count pitch from Smith to Zitrower. Stays high, and Zitrower draws the walk. That'll bring up Cody Powell, who has driven in runs his first 2 times up in the game. He was hit with the bases loaded in the first to drive in a run and then doubled in a run in the third. Powell started the day hitting .420, and he looks at a curveball strike for Matt Smith. 2 homers and 19 runs driven in for Powell coming into today. So that's been pushed up to 21 now RBIs for the sophomore. Breaking ball stays high, and it's 1-1. 1 fastball big, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Armstrong will take on the Saints tomorrow at 1 o'clock, wrapping up the 3-game series, and then we'll play a couple of games in the Savannah Invitational this coming spring break week, taking on Cal PA on Tuesday. As the runner goes, throw down to second, and they'll tag the runner Zitrauer out. He was trying to allow time for Frederick to score, but the play does not work. The tag applied, and that will be the end of the inning. The Pirates plate 1. We go to the top of the 5th at 6-0. The catcher for North Georgia, Eason Spivey, leads off the top of the 5th inning for the Saints. Chandler Hall delivers a first pitch strike to Spivey, who singled off of Hall in the 3rd inning. Spivey, a freshman from Montrose, Georgia, swings and misses at the changeup from Hall. And Hall's quickly ahead of him, 0-2. 0-2 pitch poked into left field, but Zach Taylor will head over and make the grab in the left center field gap for out number 1.
Up to bat, the third baseman, number 3, Jordan Arisman.
So that'll bring up Jordan Arisman, who has singled twice off of Hall, once in the 1st, once in the 3rd. Arisman, an all-conference performer for the Saints, looks at a first pitch strike. Arisman, a senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, came into today hitting .319. Also a team-high 5 doubles for Arisman this season. 1-1 pitch from Chandler Hall. Lined into center field. Casey Maloney will make the grab for out number 2. They had him played perfectly, did the Pirates defensively, and Maloney able to make the play. So 2 down for Kenny Bellavance, the left fielder. The junior from Stone Mountain, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. First pitch is low for a ball. One 0 pitch, fastball grounded to third. That'll be a fair ball. Walker throws on to first and pulls Zitrauer off the bag, but Zitrauer able to make the tag. And 3 up, 3 down go the Saints in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates lead it 6-0. Bottom of the 6th inning.
For the Pirates,
Cody Powell leading things off.
number 38, Cody Powell.
Powell was on, or is at the plate when Chris Sitrower was thrown out trying to steal, or more to the point, trying to allow Alex Frederick to steal, as he stopped between first and second, trying to create an opportunity for Frederick to score from third. But a strike and a ball, and it's 1-1 on Powell, again, who was driven in 2 in the game. Big swing and a miss as Smith powers the fastball past him. It's now 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is high for a ball, making it 2-2. Two fastball high and in, and the count goes to 3-2. Three-two pitch popped up down the left field line. This is in foul territory, and it will fall foul. So Powell will come back to the plate. Powell, the sophomore from Locust Grove, Georgia, having a breakout year this year at the plate. Fly ball on the left, but right at the left fielder, Kenny Bellavance. Bellavance will make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4, Cody Rushing.
So that brings up the catcher, Cody Rushing. Rushing drove in a run with a double his last time up. So he is 1 for 2 with an RBI in our first game. He looks at a strike from Smith, and it's 0-1. A 1 fastball stays high for ball 1. Matt Smith beginning his 3rd inning of work. He's thrown an inning and 2/3 in relief of Blake Hobby so far. Fastball popped foul. That's going to get out of play. And it's 1-2. Full slate of Peach Belt Conference games this weekend, as no team is playing non-conference play today. We are the earliest start of the day. UNC Pembroke is at Georgia College. USC Aiken is at Columbus. Lander is at Georgia Southwestern, and Montevallo is at Flagler. All of those 1 o'clock starts, as Rushing takes a pitch high and outside, and the count runs full. All those games double headers. Francis Marion is at Augusta State. They will play a single game today and then play a doubleheader tomorrow, as Rushing draws the 1-out walk. And it brings up Mike Barnhill, who drove in a run with a single his last time up.
Second baseman, number 17, Mike Barnhill.
Smith's first pitch to Barnhill inside. Barnhill skips out of the way for ball 1. Pirates won 2 of 3 from Georgia Southwestern last weekend, and then In their second conference series of the year, Pirates lost 3 at Columbus back on February 25th and 26th in 3 really close games, just 4 runs combined. The difference between the Pirates and the Cougars. As Barnhill grounds this one to short. It's a second for one on to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play turned by the Saints to end the inning. We are through 5 here at Pirate Field. 6-0 your score, Armstrong. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Terrell Jones, Matthew Black, and Travis Narain to face Chandler Hall here in the 6th inning. Jones 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes a changeup on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Jones, the leading hitter for the Saints coming into today with a .383 average. Grounds this one to short. Frederick up with it, throws on to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 29, Matthew Black.
9 ground ball outs for Hall through 5 1/3. He's also induced 6 fly ball outs and has 1 strikeout, letting the defense do its job. As this one is popped up into very shallow center field, Cody Powell will come in from his right field spot, and he will make the grab for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20, Travis Narain.
So with 2 down, Travis Narain will bat. He is flied out to right and grounded out to short. He looks at a pitch low for a ball. Narain, a freshman from Lilburn, Georgia, Parkview High School. Same high school as Armstrong women's soccer standouts Morgan Mitchell and Christina Pascutti. We have to give women's soccer the shout out because Tiger Davis is doing the scoreboard today for the Pirates. Of course, Armstrong advanced to the Final Four in 2011. Finished the season ranked number 3 in the country. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Narain. The pitch from Chandler Hall is grounded foul down the third base side. The 1-2 pitch again from Hall. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Saints for a second straight inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 6-0 Armstrong. Maloney leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Pirates. Maloney, Taylor, and Walker, the top 3 in the order for Armstrong, facing Matt Smith for North Georgia, who's done a pretty credible job coming in relief of Hobby to stop the bleeding. 2 1/3 innings for Smith, 1 hit, 1 run. He has walked 3 as he delivers a strike, making it 1-1. But after Hobby gave up 5 in 2 2/3, Smith has done well to keep it within striking distance for North Georgia, as that pitch is high for a ball. Maloney 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Pitch is low, and it's now 3-1 to the Arizona native Maloney. First year as a Pirate, transferred from Gateway Community College. The 3-1 pitch, high, ball 4, and Maloney is on. 4th walk issued by Smith, and the Pirates have the leadoff runner on for the first time since the first inning of the ball game. And it brings up Zach Taylor, who grounded into the odd 2-1-3 ground out his last time up on a ball he thought was foul, didn't run it out. It hit off of the catcher Spivey to the pitcher Smith, and Smith able to throw on for the out. So Taylor 0 for 2 with a walk, takes a pitch on a little outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Taylor came into today with a .425 average, 4 homers, 28 runs driven in. He is on pace to drive in 90 this year, as he is hit by the pitch of Smith, and that puts 2 on with nobody out for Drew Walker, second Pirate batter to be hit. And that's going to bring Coach Cantrell out from the North Georgia dugout to talk things over with Smith, and Smith may have reached the end of the line, and he has. We'll have a new pitcher for North Georgia when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. third pitcher of the game for North Georgia is junior Cody Klickner. Klickner is a Dacula, Georgia native, making his third appearance of the year. No record, 11.57 earned run average in 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned, walked 4, struck out 6. And he faces Drew Walker with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the 6th inning. Walker 0 for 2 with a walk. Swings and pops this one up a mile high but foul. Giving chase is the right fielder Gordon, but he will not be able to make a play on it. So it's now 1-1. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Pirates this afternoon in Game 1 of our doubleheader. No runs, 4 hits for the Saints. As the Pirates trying to really put this one out of reach here in the 6th with a golden scoring opportunity. 2 on, nobody out. Fastball high and tight is now a 2-1 count on Walker. Armstrong men's tennis team picked up a 9-0 win over number 4 ranked Concordia yesterday in Jacksonville. Both of the men's and women's teams are currently in the air, flying to Las Vegas for key matches against West Coast teams. The Pirates will play Hawaii Pacific on Monday in Las Vegas, then take on Fresno Pacific on Tuesday and Grand Canyon on Wednesday. Fastball is a strike, and it's now a full count on Drew Walker. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Klickner is hit into right. The catch will be made by Gordon. Tagging at second, heading to third is Maloney. So Walker moves the runner from second to third on the fly out to right. And with runners at the corners, now Alex Frederick will bat.
Up to bat for the Pirates, the shortstop, number 8, Alex Frederick.
So I'll bring up Alex Frederick, who has driven in a pair today. An RBI single in the first, an RBI double in the fourth. And he has another RBI opportunity here. Runner goes in the first pitch. Throw down to second is in time. And Taylor is out trying to steal 2-6. Taylor thought he had slid in underneath the tag, but appeals to no avail. And so now there's a runner at third, but with 2 outs for Frederick. And the next pitch from Klickner is a strike, making it 1-1. One pitch high, stays high. And the 2-1 delivery from Klickner is hit into center. Drifting back and making the catch is Jones, and that will retire the side. So Klickner comes in and gets the Saints out of the jam. We go to the top of the 7th, 6-0 Pirates. Top of the seventh inning
For the Saints, the shortstop, number 7,
for North Georgia.
Carpenter.
Dustin Carpenter, Andrew Gordon, and Derek Hooper to face Chandler Hall here in the 7th. Hall's first pitch is right over the plate for a strike. 6-0 Pirates with the advantage, and that means that now the Pirates extend their streak. In every game this season, the Pirates have scored at least 6 runs. 17 consecutive games. The Pirates have been a pretty good offensive team so far this year. As Chandler Hall's 0-2 pitch is hit into right, Powell tracking it and into the gap. He'll make the grab for out number 1.
Now up to bat, the right fielder, number 18, Andrew Gordon.
So that brings up Andrew Gordon, the right fielder. He is flat out to right and grounded out to short in his 2 at-bats. Hall's first pitch is popped up, foul territory. Zitrauer giving chase, but he will not be able to catch up to it as it hits down near the North Georgia bullpen for strike 1. Each team today, the Pirates and the Saints, have played 2 Peach Belt Conference series. The Pirates dropped 3 at Columbus State, won 2 of 3 from Georgia Southwestern. North Georgia won 2 of 3 from UNC Pembroke, and then dropped 2 of 3 at Francis Marion. That came last weekend in Florence, South Carolina. North Georgia currently ranked 15th in the latest collegiate baseball Division II top 25 poll. The 0-2 pitch from Chandler Hall hit into left center field, and Zach Taylor will drift over into the gap and make the catch for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 1, Derek Hooper.
So with 2 down, Derek Hooper will step to the plate. Hooper tried to bunt his way on his last time up, but was thrown out by Chandler Hall, so he is 0 for 2 today. He pops this one foul down the right side for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, grounded foul down the third base side, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch stays high from Chandler Hall, the senior from Augusta, Georgia. Second year with the Pirates after transferring from Middle Georgia College. And the 1-2 pitch is a little outside, and it's 2-2. Two pitch again, fouled off. Two pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Saints. In the top of the 7th, we head to the 7th inning stretch. Stand up wherever you are. Pirates lead at 6-0. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. R.J. Dennard,
Number 32.
Chris Sitrauer, and Cody Powell set to face reliever Cody Klickner, who came in a tough spot for North Georgia in the 6th inning. He relieved Matt Smith with 2 on and nobody out and got out of the inning without allowing a run. So Klickner begins his 2nd inning of work and delivers a first pitch ball to Dennard. Smith went 2 1/3, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 4, did not strike out a batter, and did face 2 batters in the 6th inning. Ground ball foul down the right side makes it 1-1 on Dennard. RJ really taking over that designated hitter spot. Came into today 21 hits and 45 at-bats. That's a .467 average, and he already has 17 RBIs. He is 1 for 3 in this game with a double and a run scored. Change-up strike, and it's now 1-2 to Dennard. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Pirates, and no runs, 4 hits for North Georgia. 1-2 pitch stays high, and it's 2-2. Fastball lined into center field. That will drop for a base hit, and Dennard has another 2-hit game. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on for
The first baseman, number 23.
Chris Sitrauer. Sitrauer walked his last time to the plate. He's 1 for 2 officially in the game today, as he grounds this one foul down the third base side for strike 1. More pitchers in the bullpen for North Georgia. Davis Partrick, a junior from Gainesville, Georgia, throwing right now as a curveball strike from Klickner puts him way ahead of Sitrauer here, 0-2. Pitch hit into center field, and that is caught by Jones. Dennard has to scramble back to first, but Sitrauer allowed out to center field for the first out of the inning, and it brings up Cody Powell.
The right fielder, number 38, Cody Powell.
So 1 down, for Powell, who flew out to left his last time up. He is 1 for 2 with a pair of runs driven in. And he looks at a pitch inside for a ball from Klickner. Six 0 Pirates, game 1 of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader today. He hits a deep drive to center. This one is carrying, and this one is up against the fence. Dennard hustling around third. They're going to send him. Throw the plate is not in time as it's up the line. And an RBI double for Cody Powell. His second RBI double of the game makes it 7-0.
Up to bat for the Pirates, number 4, Cody Rushing.
That is the 4th RBI double for the Pirates in this game. And it looks like we will have another pitching change for the Saints. And we'll tell you about them when we come back. You're listening to and watching Pirate Baseball. fourth pitcher of the game for North Georgia is Davis Partrick, the junior from Gainesville, Georgia, making his third appearance of the season. He has thrown a third of an inning, given up 2 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. He's walked 3. And he will face Cody Rushing with a runner on second and 1 out. As Cody Klickner goes an inning and a third, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. The runner at second base is his responsibility. And Rushing will bat. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. So Partrick will go to work on Rushing here in the bottom of the 7th, 7-0. Armstrong with the lead, and the first pitch is low and in for a ball. Runner goes on the pitch. Throw down to third is not in time. It was a great jump by Powell as he read it perfectly. That's the second steal of third for the Pirates in the game today. They tell you if you steal third, it's usually stolen on the pitcher, not the catcher. And the Pirates have taken advantage of that twice today. Rushing, a little check swinger, ground ball to second. They'll look the runner back at third and flip to first. Hooper retires Rushing for the second out of the inning.
Number 17, Mike Barnhill.
And it brings up Mike Barnhill. Barnhill 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Partrick's first pitch is down and away for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, fastball lifted into center field. Should be no trouble for Jones as he settles underneath it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates plate 1 on the RBI double by Powell. We go to the top of the 8th, 7-0 Pirates.
Off the top of the 8th for the Saints.
We move to the
10,
top of the 8th inning. Eason Spivey, the catcher, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Jordan Erisman and Kenny Bellavance as Chandler Hall begins the 8th. First pitch from Hall to Spivey is low for a ball. Eason 1 for 2 with a single. And the next pitch is also a ball. since giving up a single to Dustin Carpenter in the 4th inning, Hall has set down 11 straight. As the 2-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 2-2. So Hall has actually gotten stronger as the game has gone on, which is in direct contrast to the way most of his starts have gone this season. And I think part of that is at the beginning of the year, Hall was expected to be the Pirates' closer or a short reliever, and so all of the preseason went into training him to be a short reliever, as that ball is hit in the center field, caught by Maloney for out number 1. So Hall just now starting to get into that starting pitcher shape of conserving pitches and working on lengthening the outings, and has really paid off, at least so far here today, as he delivers a strike to Jordan Erisman. Erisman 2 for 3, owns half of the Saints' hits today. The 0-1 pitch outside for a ball makes it 1-1. Hall had some outstanding starts last year for the Pirates. Most memorably, a 3-hit shutout, striking out 10 against Salem International, as the 2-1 pitch is low and inside. Last year, Chandler was 8-4 for the Pirates, tying for the team lead in wins. So full count pitch from Hall to Erisman, grounded to short, and that is into left field. That will be a base hit for Erisman, who has a 3 for 4 day.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2, Kenny Bellavance.
That halts the streak of 12 straight set down by Hall. And it brings up the left fielder, Kenny Bellavance. Bellavance 0 for 3, grounded out to third base his last time up. Fastball outside for a ball. Hall checks the runner Erisman at first, delivers a strike at the knees to Bellavance, and it's 1-1. Kenny Bellavance, the junior from Stone Mountain, Georgia, also played at Parkview High School, along with Travis Narain. Pop foul, that's going to get out of play, and it's 1-2. Every player on the roster for head coach Tom Cantrell at North Georgia from the state of Georgia. Snap throw over to first, but Erisman back to the bag. Another throw over to first. Hall being careful with Erisman, who does have 3 steals on the year. But the Saints need base runners, not stolen bases, as that pitch is low for ball 2. Would not expect the Saints to be running here. Down 7 in the top of the 8th. Two-two pitch, popped foul. That's going to get out of play behind the Saints dugout. Gorgeous day today in Savannah. Front moved through late yesterday. Dumped a little bit of rain, but not much over the Savannah area. Temperatures in the high 60s today and very little wind to speak of. Just a little gentle breeze from left to right. Fastball grounded to second, could be two. And it's bobbled by Barnhill, and Barnhill basically fielded it cleanly. And that'll be an error on Barnhill.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 26, Terrell Jones.
Barnhill fielded it and lost it as he was trying to make the throw to second base, and Frederick and it'll bring up the center fielder, Terrell Jones. And Jones looks at the pitch high for a ball. Jones grounded out twice and has also drawn a walk. Changeup is right over the right over the plate, and it's 1-1. 7-0. Armstrong with the lead, but North Georgia with 2 runners on for the first time since the 3rd inning. That was when the Saints loaded the bases against Chandler Hall, as this one's popped foul down the right side for a strike. But Hall was able to get Matthew Black to foul out to end the inning. The 1-2 pitch from Hall, lined into center field, but right at Casey Maloney. He will make the catch for out number 2. Again, played perfectly, the Pirates outfielders. Maloney barely had to move to make that catch. And it will bring up the first baseman, Matthew Black, who was 0 for 3, flied out to right field his last time up. First pitch is low from Chandler Hall for ball 1. North Georgia started off the year slowly, taking a couple of big losses at the Comfort Suite Classics in Valdosta, losing to St. Leo 14-2 and Lindenwood 10-1. But after that tournament, they reeled off 6 straight wins, did North Georgia, before getting into conference play, including 2 wins over Northern Kentucky. 1-1 pitch lifted foul down the left side, and it's now 1-2. In North Georgia's last action, they won a midweek game from Truett McConnell 4-3 on Wednesday. In that game, it was Jacob Beauchamp picking up the win, 4 2/3 innings of 1-run relief, striking out 4 to notch the win for North Georgia. 1-2 pitch stays high, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Hall is high, and it's 3-2. So the runners on base will get a head start here with a full count and 2 out. The payoff pitch from Hall is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Saints threaten with 2 on and 1 out, but the Pirates get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-0 Armstrong. head to the bottom of the 8th.
Number 7, Casey Maloney.
Casey Maloney, Zach Taylor, and Drew Walker. Top of the order to face Davis Partrick, 4th pitcher of the game for North Georgia. As Maloney looks to pitch upstairs for a ball, Casey's 2 for 3, been on base 3 times. And has scored a pair of runs for the Pirates. Casey came in today, hitting .318, but a .439 on base percentage. And a perfect 7 for 7 on the base paths. 2-0 pitch is a strike at the knees, making it 2-1. Two-one pitch lifted into center field, but backing up is Jones, and he will make the running catch for out number 1. So I'll bring up Zach Taylor.
Up to bat for the Pirates, the left fielder, number 12, Zach Taylor.
Taylor's been on base twice via a walk and a hit by pitch. He has also grounded out twice. Partrick's first pitch is way outside for a ball. A reminder, Game 2 of our doubleheader comes your way about 25 minutes after the conclusion of our first game, as Taylor fouls off the 1-0 offering. And then Game 3 between the Pirates and the Saints will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. here at Pirate Field. One pitch, low and away, and it's 2-1 to the lefty hitting Taylor, the Statesboro native. Deep drive to center field, but Jones will track it down and will make the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, Drew Walker will come to the plate. Drew 0 for 3 officially. He's been on base a couple of times and scored 2 runs. First pitch is inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch hit into right. Drifting over and making the catch is Gordon. 3 fly ball outs for for Partrick. And we go to the top of the 9th, 7-0, Armstrong. Tremaine Torrey will pinch hit for North Georgia here in the top of the 9th inning, as the Pirates trying to close out a 7-0 win. Torrey, freshman from Snellville, Georgia, 1 for 15 this season. With a run scored, he looks at a ball and a strike from Chandler Hall. And the next pitch is low and in for a ball. Hall trying to deliver the first complete game for a Pirate pitcher this season. As there's a line drive into left, and that's going to be caught by Zach Taylor. A little shoe top grab by Taylor in left for out number 1.
The shortstop, number 7, Dustin Carpenter.
So that will bring up Dustin Carpenter. Carpenter 1 for 3. Looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball, and it's 1-0. Hall had 4 complete games last year for the Pirates. And the 2-0 pitch is a strike, making it 2-1. Swinging a pop foul behind the stands makes it 2-2. And time called by Carpenter. Two-two pitch popped up in the infield, now drifting into the outfield grass. Mike Barnhill will make the grab, and North Georgia is down to its final out, as right fielder Andrew Gordon will bat. Pirates have just one other shutout this season. That was on February 10th, as the Pirates won 6-0 over Concord. That was a game in which Ethan Bader threw 8 one-hit innings. We thought he might have a chance for Peach Belt Pitcher of the Week that week, but it turns out Lander had a pitcher throw a no-hitter. 0-1 pitch popped up, foul territory. Zitrauer gives chase, but it will hit out of play. So the 0-2 pitch from Hall is high and tight for ball 1. 1-2 pitch grounded to short, slow roller. Frederick will have to hurry the throw. He does. And that is the end of game 1 of our doubleheader. Pirates win it 7-0. As your winner, he improves to 2-2. Blake Hobby takes the loss. He is now 3-1. And we will talk to you about 25 minutes from now for game number 2 between the Pirates and the Saints, as Armstrong takes game 1 7-0 here at Pirate Field.